Hello, it's Laura. I thought in my flip through of my autumn journal, I showed you that little torn paper heart that was inspired by the Paper Cameo digitals. In her shop, she has little printable hearts that look like that, and I just thought that they were adorable. And hers are, they have like stitching marks and whatnot on them. I'm straightening y'all real quick, sorry. Hers have like stitching marks on hers, like faux stitching. And I thought we could just make them. I'm not going to stitch just because I don't want to drag out my, sewing machine. But I am going to curl up the edges. These are the Paper Cameo lace papers. Aren't those pretty? I like them. So, oh, here's another little vintage sheet. So I just gathered up some papers. This is Raindrop Lila. I just clicked all of these designs and printed it in a 3x4 grid. And this is the boho. So I have been testing my river paper, and it prints best and most bright on the plain paper setting. And so this is not on the plain paper setting. The other, my other heart was way more vibrant than that. I still don't know where this came from. I really like that. That's Raindrop Lila, Autumn Breeze, or it's either Autumn, yeah, I think those are Autumn Breeze. I don't think any of those are Charlotte. And this is chapter 1 papers, the Broderie collection. Does it have it on there? No, but it does. It is chapter 1 up there. So let's get going. I found this honkin', look at that. I found that at Goodwill. I actually found 4 of them at Goodwill. They're volumes. I have volumes 1 through 4. Hopefully I don't get a tickle in my voice, because that's going to bug me. In my voice, in my throat. I had COVID like 3 weeks ago, 4 weeks ago, maybe 4 weeks ago, a month ago, and I still kind of get a tickle in my throat. Okay, so I'm going to sit down. I hope I'll stay in the white area to the best of my ability. Hopefully my head doesn't get in there. If it does, I would say yell at me, but I wouldn't really hear you anyway. So here we go. We're staying in those little squares. And yes, I have a creaky old chair. So the way I just did it is kind of like how you would, you know, cut hearts in elementary school. And this can be torn off. That's gonna be a skinny one. You can reshape. I save all these little bits right here. You can reshape it if you want, but I'm just gonna go for that. And so once I have like the vintage paper, I want to choose this. It's kind of fall-y. I think I want to choose this side. So let me see. I don't want to make it too big. There's one left. Okay. And then I'll do better this way. I'm going to come further down because I don't want the sky. I want the trees. This is printer paper, so this is a little tougher to tear. It's good paper. How are y'all doing today? I'm trying. Oh, fooey. I'm trying to kind of, yeah, I'm just gonna not worry about that. So see, you're just gonna layer it like that. You could stop here, but I want to keep going. Let's see. I could do yellow. So I went on a little spree a few weeks back. We'll just see how this is. This may be too bright. A few weeks back, on an estate sale hunt, one Sunday afternoon after church, because that's when everything is, depending on the company, it's either 50% off or 75. This one was 50. See, I don't like, that makes me sad. So we're gotta get that there. Yeah, which I probably need to do that here, as this is just kind of a hard row to hoe. Anyway, I know that's not really great, but, and so anyway, I went and was looking for, that's kind of fun, the office supplies, because nobody ever gets those. And I found all these notepads and notebooks, and they were bundled up in like groups of like 10 or more. I mean, it was just a big old pile. And so I got them for like $2, and I got a ton of, oh yeah, I like that. Let's get something, what can we put there? I have this, I have that, 1905. I have, you know, I wonder if that would be a better, kind of like that color better than a golden. $19.16. This is from Boho, Raindrop Lila, right there, Raindrop Lila. No, I want more contrast. Okay, I still may use that yellow wherever that went. This guy right here, I still may use that, but I want to figure something else out. see if something else would work. Kind of like blue. Blue is probably my favorite color. I like blue. Oh, I even did the back. Good girl. Okay. So I think what I'm going to do is just kind of make a very loose guideline like that, and just tear on the inside of it. Just, I don't think I went down far enough on the little point. Right here. Nope, I did not. There we go. Okay, I'm not going to cut it though. I mean, that's kind of the cute factor of all of this. I could make that the tinier one. Okay, I want 4. I don't know why, but I do. Oh gosh, I screwed that up. Okay, that, doggone it. I like that flower. I like this one. I could do this one. Let's try this one. Okay, so maybe just go with the flow. Oh yeah, this one's, yeah, let's do that. Cute. So, this is where you can, I mean, what I did, hope my head's not in here. What I did was I lightly inked the edges. Oh, that's better. I lightly inked the edges with tea dye just to kind of get the white core knocked down just a little bit. And what do y'all think? Should I use the word side? I kind of like the word side. I'll use the word side. Why not? So anyway, I don't even know what I'm talking about. I'm trying to visit and think at the same time, and my brain just malfunctions. So there you go. So knocking down this, you know, torn white core, because since I've folded it, one way is nice like that, but then the other side, not so much. And I don't really want a sharp edge, and if I do that, we'll just see what we can do here. So I got my new eye prescription today, and most of it was the same, except for my left eye had definitely changed. And so new glasses are coming. Actually, I just decided, I still like my frames, and they're still, even though they're like 3 years old, they're still good, and I like them. So I'm just getting lenses to go in my old frames. And yeah, and then I can see. I'm having trouble seeing at night because I think the anti-glare stuff that I get on my prescription, on the lenses, has kind of worn off and doesn't really, I don't know how that works. I get a lot of glare at night and it's hard for me to see. So yeah, I think we're gonna do this. This is what we're doing. Okay, so I just put glue kind of in the center like this because I want to curl up my edges, and then once everything is curled up, I can glue down even further if I want to. I don't know where my favorite, I don't like this one, this bone folder. Okay, and same again. This is super easy. I'm sure you could figure this out just by looking at it. And the baby. What would be really cute is to use some cheesecloth, maybe in between a layer. Hold on. You know what? I'm not going to worry about it. Well, yes, I am. Okay. Ooh, am I going to mess this up? Let's just not worry about it. Now I have to add more glue. I think my other one had 3 pieces of paper and some fabric. And then I just, this is kind of brittle paper, but you just kind of work it up, you know, like curl it up like that. And I just think, and if it tears, I mean, if your paper tears, I think that's kind of the charm of it. And this one is actually a little brittle. And then you can put it in your journal. It'd be cute on the cover of a journal. It would be, you know, just something fun as a focal point. You could make them much smaller than this if you wanted. And yeah, so I mean, that's basically how Nicola's paper was in the digital, but then like around these edges where it's curled up, there's stitching lines. And I think I think in the digitals, the stacks of hearts were maybe a little closer than this one, but I wanted to be able to see all the different papers. And so that's why I left more of a margin. But then, and you can rip it if you need to. I mean, just so things can move and flow around. And then I'll ink the back. Now, it would have been wise of me to have printed something on the back of this owl, but I wasn't necessarily planning on using it for this. But then I did. It would have been good with like some of this lace from the Paper Cameo on the back. That would have been good. However, I didn't have the forethought. This one, I feel like I maybe glued a little too close to the edge. I find it so interesting that people keep like these books in their home from 1905. I mean, that was in a bundle at the estate sale. It was just a big old stack, I believe. But the cover, or maybe I got this at an antique store. I don't think so. But I'm going to use the cover for a little journal. Isn't that cute? Won't that be adorable? And it's thin, so I may, you know, increase the spine. But I think a journal would be cute out of that. People like to hold on to things. I'm trying to let go of stuff because. So I watch a ton of, you know, paper crafting videos from people like, well, all the, like 507 Willow House Journals, Paper Art Alessandra, Gail Agustinelli, Roxy Creations, and all of those. And they have such a huge collection of things. They just have a lot. They have a huge collection of goodies. I don't have that big of a collection. I have a pretty small area with which I work, or in which I work. And so it kind of keeps me in the purging mode. So I'm gonna get in here and just kind of do a little inking on the back side. And then I'll glue some of that back down just because I didn't print on it. Wish I would have. I think it'd be really cute with some kind of, what you call it, cheesecloth, like behind this layer. So now I'm just gonna put a little bit there of glue, and that way it'll still flip up, but it won't. Come on now. Here we go. I'll probably put this in my scripture journal. Do y'all write scripture? I got into the habit of it when Nanda had her Proverbs woman freebie over, gosh, when was that? Was that in the spring? And I mean, I did it anyway, but not, I used a really tiny little notebook, or I used memory decks cards, which I enjoy, but having a book that has it all kind of in there already is nice, just because it can go on a shelf. I have a hard time figuring out how to store, permanently store my memory decks. I have two holders that are wooden that I got from, I think it's card decks, catalog decks. I don't know. It's this. So I have two of these really nice wooden boxes. They're both natural. And so I mean, I do use them. You know, so there's one. But when it comes to actually, I mean, now I have to sit this on my shelf, and it kind of takes up more room than a book does. And so I think I have decided that I like it in a book. So there you go. Let's see. Let me get my journal. Kind of want to put it in there. Wouldn't that be cute on a cover, like on a journal cover? I just think that would be cute. So this is this one. Put a tiny little button there. Let's see where we can put this. That looks good. That looks good. Or that side. I kind of like it on the black. Let's do it. Let's get her done. So I hope you like this little tutorial, and I hope you make it. If you do, my Instagram is larad.7, and just tag me. It's just larad.7. There's no other numbers like there are on my YouTube. So tag me, and I would love to see it. So thanks to the Paper Cameo for giving me this idea. I don't know if it was her original idea or if she saw someone else do it. I don't really know. I do like the digitals though. They're the ones I like are the floral ones, because I'm an artist and I paint florals, and so I consider myself a flower girl. So there you go. Anyway, have a good one. I hope you enjoyed the tutorial, and I hope you make some. They're kind of fun. You can use whatever papers you have. Alrighty, bye-bye.